Well, it's my honor at this time to introduce His Excellency Ambassador Liu Xiaoming. He is a career diplomat, and he is currently serving as the Chinese ambassador to the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. From 2006 until 2009, Ambassador Liu served as the Chinese ambassador to the Democratic People's Republic of Korea. He also served from 2005 to 2006 as the Vice Minister in the Office of Foreign Affairs Leading Group of the CPC Central Committee. From 2003 until 2004 as the Ambassador in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and as the Chinese Ambassador to the Arab Republic of Egypt from 2001 until 2003. From 1989 until 1993, Ambassador Liu served as second and then first secretary of the Chinese Embassy in the United States, and then returned from 1998 until 2001 to serve as the Deputy Chief of Mission. Ambassador Liu graduated from the Dalian University of Foreign Languages in China in 1974 and entered the Chinese Foreign Service as a desk officer in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. He served as a political officer at the Chinese Embassy in the Republic of Zambia from 1975 to 1978 before he went on to earn a master's degree in international relations from the Fletcher School of Law and Foreign Affairs of Tufts University in 1983. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ambassador Liu to the podium.
Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, it is real pleasure for me to join you at the second Worldwide Cybersecurity Summit. I'd like to thank and congratulate East-West Institute on being such a gracious host of this summit. Today, many countries celebrate the International Children's Day. Let me first to extend my best wishes to your children and the children around the world. That provokes the thought of what kind of a legacy our children will inherit in cyberspace. Today, many parents have deep concern about the impact of cyberspace on their children. There's much harmful information on internet, such as pornography, violence, and even terrorist breachings. Yesterday in London, we saw a valuable step to creating a cyberspace that is safe to our children. I was delighted to learn how East-West Institute hosted the International Youth Congress on Digital Citizenship. I understand the Congress discussed ways to protect and empower children and teenagers in our digital world. This is a testimony of greater awareness for international community to work together against this common challenge. This leads us to the wider issue of cybersecurity. The Internet is one of the greatest inventions in the 20th century. I believe our children will look back and judge its impact as a great revolution in human progress. The Internet is a revolution in communications that is even more far-reaching than railways, planes, cars, and telephones that utterly transform our world in the 20th century. The 21st century is now often called digital age or the century of the Internet. These descriptions precisely reflect the profound changes the Internet has made worldwide. The Internet now impacts on every aspect of political, economic, and cultural life of human beings. The consequences of this influence on all our lives means security of the Internet becomes a major issue. It is especially a concern for personal safety of our children. Today we are gathered here for in-depth discussions on cybersecurity. It is an important step by the international community to advance cooperation in this field. My contribution today is to share with you the perspectives from China. I will describe the current state of Internet development in China and measures taken by the Chinese government to strengthen international cooperation on cybersecurity. My points will cover 4 aspects. First, China has come a long way in Internet development. China was connected to World Wide Web for the first time in 1994. Since then, the Internet has evolved as a major opportunity to push forward reform and opening up and modernization of China. The Internet in China has greatly facilitated information exchange and sharing. Cyberspace has enhanced productivity, people's living standard, and promote economic and social progress. China now has 457 million Internet users. This is a number larger than any other country in the world. The Internet penetration rate is 34.3% of the population. E-commerce is developing fast, with the number of online shoppers increasing by almost 50% year on year. Online payment and banking are widely used. More and more economic transactions are done online. Chinese Internet users are very active. Currently, there are 230 million bloggers, 120 million microbloggers, and over 1 million bulletin board systems in China. Some Chinese Internet companies have gone public on international market. This is an indication that international communities is excited about investing in Chinese Internet industry. My second point is that China upholds cybersecurity in accordance with law. Cybersecurity is increasingly a major challenge to Chinese government. China has seen an increase in number of cyber crimes in recent years. Cyberspace is being used as a new tool for conventional criminality. There's a fast growth of property infringements through cyber fraud and theft. Crimes of making and spreading viruses, hacking into and attacking computer systems, communication networks are on the rise. Statistics from Chinese public security authorities show that number of cyber crimes have gone up by 340 times from 1998 to 2009. About 60% of ministerial-level websites in China faced security threats of varying degree in 2010. Phishing directed against major e-business, financial institutes, and third-party online payment is increasing. Trojan horses and zombie viruses are still posing immediate threat to China's cybersecurity. Since 1994, China has enacted a series of laws and regulations related to cybersecurity. Laws and regulations on telecommunications, regulations on protection of computer information system security, and measures on protection of computer information networks connected to Internet There are provisions about Internet in other Chinese regulations: criminal law, civil law, copyright law, the law on protection of minors, and law on punishment in relation to public order. It is fair to say that the Chinese government has taken effective measures to ensure cybersecurity. The number of Chinese websites tampered by hackers were down by 21.5% between 2009 and 2010. The number of email spam originated in China is on a steady decrease. The third point I wish to convey is international cooperation. The Chinese government has always supported international cooperation in cybersecurity. We are now in an area where the whole world is linked by Internet. That means cybersecurity is a vital global issue that calls for international cooperation. No single country can deal with cross-border issues such as hacking, viruses, or spam on its own. China is facing serious overseas cybersecurity threats. These are monitored by China National Computer Emergency Report Team, that is CNCERT. Their 2010 report shows that out of nearly 480,000 Trojan server IPs found, 221,000 were outside China. Out of the 13,782 zombie server IPs found, 65,000 were outside China. This means that almost half of the above cybersecurity threat come from outside China. The CNCERT 2010 report shows that over half of malicious domain names with illegal action, such as plunging Trojan and phishing, were registered outside of China. The CNCERT report also shows that China is a victim of international cyberspace crimes. It is therefore not factual to claim that hackers originated from China, nor is it conducive to international cooperation in cybersecurity. China stands for extensive international cooperation and exchanges in cybersecurity at multiple levels. China welcomes the establishment of bilateral and multilateral mechanisms for dialogue and exchanges on cybersecurity to settle differences through fair and balanced consultations. China backs international exchanges among industrial associations. It encourages them to increase common understanding through such discussions to meet challenges facing the industry. China encourages experts and scholars from different countries to engage each other and share their findings. China advocates strengthened collaboration among law enforcement authorities of different countries. We believe the way forward is to jointly deter and fight cybercrimes through multilateral cooperation mechanisms. The fourth and final point is about China's role in international cooperation in fighting cyber threat. The Chinese government has been an active player in international cooperation in cybersecurity. China took an active part in successive world summits on information society. China has participated in major international or regional conferences related to Internet. These include the first worldwide cybersecurity summit hosted by East-West Institute in Dallas. China is committed to regional cybersecurity cooperation. In 2009, China signed an agreement with ASEAN and the members of Shanghai Cooperation Organization. They were called China-ASEAN Cooperation Framework for Network and Information Security Emergency Responses, an agreement among governments of SCO member states on cooperation in the field of ensuring international information security. In addition, Chinese public security authorities have joined with the following: the Interpol Asia-South Asia Working Party on IT crime, the China-US Joint Liaison Group, and other forms of international cooperation. China has a bilateral and multilateral consultation with our counterparts in the United States, the UK, Germany, Italy, and Hong Kong to discuss ways to combat cyber crimes. Since 2006, public security authorities of China have handled more than 500 requests of assistance for cyber crime investigations from over 40 countries and regions. 3 sessions of China-UK Internet Roundtable and 4 sessions of China-US Internet Industry Forum have been convened to discuss cybersecurity. This summit will see a publication of an important report. This is a product of collaboration between the Information Office of China State Council and East-West Institute. The report is called Fighting Spam to Build Trust. I'd like to draw your attention to the first paragraph of the executive summary. It describes a key agreement reached when President Hu Jintao met with President Obama during the state visit to the U.S. in January this year. It reads, earlier in 2011, U.S. President Obama and President Hu Jintao of China committed to improving China-U.S. relations. In a joint statement, they specifically agreed to advance cooperation to address cybersecurity. This report, Fighting Spam to Build Trust, represents the first effort by Chinese and U.S. experts to work together on major cyberspace challenges. Such constructive bilateral efforts have set a strong example and laid the foundation for wider cooperation in this field. Ladies and gentlemen, this summit has brought together political leaders, industrial associations, experts in the field. I'm confident that with your insight and wisdom, the summit will inspire and facilitate international cooperation in cybersecurity and help countries share experiences. I believe that with your tireless efforts and continued international cooperation, the Internet will no longer be a lawless fifth space. By working together, we can make Internet a cleaner and more healthy place. On this International Children's Day, I hope that together we've taken steps towards those goals. We must create a legacy for our children in cyberspace that will create positive advances for the whole of mankind. With that kind of legacy, and I believe that we can make great contributions to creating a more prosperous, sustainable, harmonious, and peaceful world. Thank you.